McDonald played in a different, more midfield role, will play along that front three here today in the 3-4-3 shape. They're making some tweaks, some rotations up top. Hassan Ayari playing clash. The top two sides in the East played. It was a 2-1 win for the visitors, Chattanooga, when they beat Huntsville City. They make a few changes, notably in that midfield is Ethan O'Brien. He made his first team debut for Nashville in the U.S. Open Cup on Wednesday as a 73rd minute sub. He comes in here to start in an attacking midfield role here today with 2 goals so far this season. Flanking him is Christian Kofi on the left, who was on the bench for Nashville against Orlando City, unused, but may get some first team looks. The first team in Toronto here tomorrow. Jack Edwards with you. These two teams meeting for the 5th time all time. In the 4 previous meetings, the road team has won on every occasion. Most recently, it was Huntsville who won 3-2. Carmichael swings one to the far side of the field. It's a good switch of play. Driving in the box, a low shot. First save had to be made by Adisa Di Rosario. Most of his assists and goal contributions from a deep line position coming late in the season. Big switch of play. Gill to Kofi. Here's Kofi. Rolls it along in the box. Veliz onto his left foot, parried away by Di Rosario for a corner. Again called into action. The goalkeeper for Toronto FC 2. And Adisa Di Rosario equal to the shot from Moises Veliz. The Panamanians' left-footed effort expected to be saved, but Kofi can put a corner in now. No-nonsense header up by Sullivan. Edge of the area, McDonald flicks it along. O'Brien to Kofi. Kofi gets it onto his left. Dancing around, delivers. The header by Stojadinovic pushes it away. Brought in by Henry. McDonald to Italo. Some one-touch passing. It's turned over. That's a foul from behind by Italo. Maybe a cheap one to give away to Ethan O'Brien. Not sure what options Huntsville had there. They will have options from the set piece now. Ethan O'Brien earns the free kick. He'll stay in the area to offer his services on this set piece. O'Brien delivers. Pushed along, the header at the back post, unmarked. Blocked here. Nugent, can he get on the end of this touch? He gets there before Valdez, but it spins kindly for Carmichael. Heart and mouth moment for Huntsville. And immediately Gill tries to start a move in the attacking sense. Kofi was waiting for it, didn't get to him. Henry cut it off. That was dangerous there in the build. Flipped forward for Nugent. Can't get there in time. It rolls out now for a throw-in. This portion of the match is brought to you by LG, proud sponsor and fan of Toronto FC 2. Halfway through our first 45 minutes. That was the closest that Toronto have came to threatening the Huntsville goal. All 5 shots in the match have been from the visiting side, who've also controlled more possession. They'll win a free kick right here. Rose tried to find O'Brien, doesn't quite come off. Here's Henry. Back to Fisher. His clearance knocked away. Here's Kofi. Trying to dance past one. Henry puts a toe in, knocks it out for a corner kick. This portion of the match is brought to you by Chevrolet, proud sponsor, fan of Toronto FC 2. This ball delivered into the area, pushed along. Brought down by Gill, top of the area. The shot into the top left corner. A moment of sublime individual skill from Moises Veliz. It's the first for Huntsville for the Panamanian. And he picks out the top corner with some precision. Gill lays it off, and Veliz just for a free kick that will likely end our first 45. That it does. One goal, one special moment separates the sides at the break. Moises Veliz, a goal in the first half in the 32nd minute separates the two teams. Huntsville lead. Here today they lead 1-0 courtesy of the first goal in Next Pro from Moises Veliz. The Panamanian separates the sides. One more moment will we have in our second half. Group that's developing its depth, its versatility. Kofi skips past one. Two challenges from Stojadinovic. Kofi into the box, slows down onto his right, and that one goes just wide. A deflection along the way. A corner is the result. Adisa Di Rosario was leaning the wrong way, just couldn't quite get it towards that far post. The deflection certainly taking a lot of the power off of it from Kofi. He's proving to be a handle. A lot to handle on this left-hand side of the attack for Huntsville. Ethan O'Brien has this corner kick. Before he will do that, Melvin Christopher wants to have a chat with Gio Miglietti, who's running circles around Adisa Di Rosario. Corner delivered. Eatslow gets ahead to it. It comes along to Carlton. He wanted a handball. Looked like it hit the head of his opponent. Carmichael flicks it along to Nugent now. Puts one over the top. What a pass for Hassan Ayari. The flag stays down. He's one-on-one and he equalizes. Goal number 2 of 2025 for Hassan Ayari after some pass from Joshua Nugent. For his first professional assist. We're all even in Toronto. Look at this, the vision to drop that one. You can't be offside. A few moments ago with the assist. Good press by Henry. It had to be a challenge from Carmichael, had to step in, concedes the corner. Huntsville on the ropes a little bit. It's a match they've controlled for large spells, but they've conceded the equalizer, and they're experiencing a bit of pressure. Marko Stojadinovic, the man tasked with this corner kick. Numbers driving into the box as it's pushed short to Ayari. He clips it in. Eatslow trying to get ahead to it. It's knocked up field. Kofi gets to it. He's got Carlton as an option. And it's a 2-on-1 with Numbers coming from behind. Kofi stops it. His shot creeps in. Adisa Di Rosario can't keep it out. And Christian Kofi has 5 on the year. Retakes the lead for Huntsville. Another counterattack, this time for the visitors. He had Carlton with him. 2 swarm him in red. He puts the brakes on, and Di Rosario thought he could keep it out, but he falls to the ground. Good touch. Ayari, he's gonna have a crack through a crowd. Valdez makes the save. Given some time to shoot, Ayari took it. It was a tight angle. Carlton. This ball bouncing every which way. Not sticking to anybody's foot right now. That's a big touch by Barker John. It's 3-on-3. Barker John, that's a good challenge put in. Lucas Olguin stayed disciplined, didn't bite until he had to. Pokes the ball away. Quick pass, he moves it far side. The flag goes up though. Offside is the verdict. This portion of the match is brought to you by MasterCard, a proud sponsor and fan of Toronto FC 2. Casas, Carlton, Barker John, his touch out of his feet onto his left, and it's just wide. Damian Barker John, the loanee, in search of his second of the year. Did well to bring it under his control, but his shot creeping just wide of the post. Ayari. Ayari delivers. Bowen brings it down under some pressure. Bowen. Casas able to turn at the edge of his own 18-yard box. Pings one out to this near side. It's Malik Henry Scott playing it to Carlton. Alan Carlton. Barker John. Carlton. Rose. Carmichael. Back to Valdez. Rose. One of his shoes untied. It's his right. He used it to play a beautiful pass. What a stop by Adisa Di Rosario. Some stop. The laces going every which way for Tyshawn Rose. It was some pass, and Miglietti must have thought he definitely would have secured the results for the visitors. Instead, it's Alan Carlton with a corner. Pushed away by Olguin. Retrieved by Casas. Good footwork, Ayari. Trying to play it to the far side, it comes off. Options left and right, it's rolled along. Edge of the area, Stojadinovic. Great challenge put in by the recent substitute. Numbers moving forward, it's Carlton. He's got Isaiah Jones. Gets to it here, dragging Fisher out wide. Rolling it back to Carlton. Alan Carlton rolls a pass into the area. Italo steps in front, only as far as Mayaka. Casas. Chance now for Barker John. Returns it to Bowen. Bowen has a shot. Another big save by Di Rosario. Can to keep his side in the match. Denied Miglietti with a superb right-handed save a few moments ago, and this time it's with two hands on a near. But they may opt to go short here and not risk another counter-attack. That's how they conceded the goal to Hassan Ayari. Clever idea. Casas clips it in, not fully dealt with. Point blank goes home, and we'll try and see out victory for Huntsville. That will do it. Huntsville see out a victory on the road. And they take 3 points in Toronto by a score of 2-1.